That time we were in Disneyland. I'm glad we went out to Disneyland. We really enjoyed it. And we was on this one ride. It was when you go down off of the bluff and it just throw water all on the boat and everything. And I was in a wheelchair, so after we got off, I was just sitting there, kind of looking down, kind of water there, and there was a $20 bill kind of floating on the water. And I looked around, and everybody else had cleared out off, so whoever had dropped it had already left. And I never did find out who it belonged to. But Disneyland is a fun place to be. And I went with Raymond when he was, well, he had his birthday while he was there. He turned 5, didn't he? And everybody said, happy birthday, happy birthday. And that was really a fun time. And then they told him he could have free drawing on his face, and he chose a little puppy dog face. And everybody was saying, and they put on there 5 years old today, and everybody was saying happy birthday to him. And I thought that was really nice. Anyway, I was in a wheelchair, so he was riding on my lap, and it got kind of chilly, and I had a long sleeve sweater. He just had on a little short sleeve shirt. And I said, here, stick your arms in here with Grandma's sweater to keep you warm. He stuck his arms in there, and of course his hands stuck out the side. Some woman come by and looked down, and there was that big hand little, and she said, I guess she's going to say something to him. And then she saw that, thought it was me, deformed. She said, oh. She thought I had a big hand and one that didn't mature. Of course, I guess you didn't think about him being able to get his arm down in the sleeve with mine, but both hands sticking out at the sleeve. And she said, oh, because she's fixing to say something about his birthday. More Disneyland stories. Well, I rode a ride with Madonna, and we never thought about them having it where the waves would come up and you had to go through that water. When we got to the bottom, you could wring water out of her clothes. She had her purse on the chain around her neck, and whenever she opened it up, it was full of water, and the water was kind of had ink in, so it made some of her papers fade out, I guess, in there. So I told her, I said, when you get back to the motel, you better lay them out and let them dry. But Disneyland is a fun place to go. Everything's fun. But Disneyland is a fun place to go. Everything's fun. And more Disneyland stories. I was there at Disneyland one time, and they used to you'd have to have a book with stamp pages in it. Whenever you go to ride a ride, tear that out and give them a stamp. And that was kind of a headache. And that one day I looked down and there was a whole book that somebody had bought, so they left them no way of writing anything. And I kept looking around and asked different ones if they'd dropped their book of stamps, and they said no. So the next time we went back to visit Disney, You just had a pass to get in. You didn't have to have a ticket at every ride you went on. And that made it a lot more fun because you're hunting that. And you're going to ride a ride and you think, no, I don't have any stamps left to ride that ride. And it was just a headache. So I was glad whenever you paid your fare to get in and you could ride anything you wanted to as many times as you wanted to. So that made it a lot more fun. More fun. One time we went to Disneyland and Philip, let's see, no, it would have been John and Philip was babies. One of them was 5 months old, another 9 months old. And I said, I'll watch them and you guys go ride something. And is that your dad? I said, you guys go ride something. I'll watch the babies. And they worried. They said, oh, I bet the kids are crying. Well, they wasn't. We stopped where this guy played. He'd play whatever you wanted him to. George kept telling them songs to play. And I'd look down at the kids and, Philip was younger, so he could sit up, but he couldn't walk. Well, John could walk, and he was standing up on his feet, and he was dancing and dancing to the music. And Philip was looking at him and thought he was doing it for his benefit, and he had his feet and arms and both just going. and they had a whole crowd stop to watch those two kids dance to the music.
More Disneyland stories!
See, this one time we were going in this it was a ride, and it's all inside Space Mountain. And boy, when the ride started, it was pitch black, and you couldn't see a thing, and we was just whirl around that. When I got out, I was sick as could be. I said, I never rode that again because you couldn't see anything. You're just whirling around in dark, and I mean, it had me so churned up. I didn't enjoy anything for 2 or 3 hours after that when my stomach finally settled down. But it was so much more fun whenever you just paid to get in and ride whatever you want to. But we had to go up there and tear out tickets to see if you had any tickets left. And the good rides, like the Haunted Mansion and the Pirates of the Caribbean and things, you just have one ticket of each ride. And once you rode that, you couldn't ride it anymore. If you was there the rest of the day, you still couldn't ride it because you didn't have a stamp. And that one day I looked down, there was a book of stamps somebody had lost, and I felt really bad because they wouldn't be able to ride anything without those stamps. And my sister's husband was military. And you could buy a military book, and it was stamps for anything in there. And I bought 9 of those, and it was kind of expensive. And I bought 9 of them, so I'd have them when I went back. Well, next time I went back, you could just pay to get in. That was all. So, but Fred was glad to get them. He was proud of those. He said, "I got free stamps for everything."
And once again, more Disneyland stories! Yippee!
They used to have this monorail that went around, take you over to the hotel and back and around. And a lot of times we'd just get on it to ride around. So
They still have it.
it went around, take you over to the hotel and back and around. And a lot of times we just get on it to ride around so we can look at rides. You still do. Oh, did they? Uh, but this Space Mountain where you come down, splash in the water, you just absolutely couldn't ride that without getting wet. If you made it all the way through without getting wet, you would get it when you finished up down there because it'd come down with a splash and it'd just go clear over the little boat that you'd be down as she got out and poured water out of her billfold and she began to try to dry it because the ink was all running together on her important papers and so she finally got it kind of laid it out because the more she tried to dry it off, it erased the ink words. So she finally just laid it out and let it dry. We when Raymond was, I think he was 9 months old, maybe not that old. Maybe he's more like 5 months old. He was real little. And I told Fred and Shirley, Fred and Jenny to go ride something, and I'd stay there with the baby. And I was eating Dole Whip. And he was kicking his feet and getting upset. And so I stuck that spoon up there. It had a little bit of that on the spoon. Oh, his legs went to flying, boy, and his arms too. He's wanting more of that. And LaDonna, that's her little grandson, so she thought that's so cute. She said, "You might know my grandson would like Dole Whip." And, oh, his legs went to flying, boy.
A Raymond Alexander production.